I clicked the start to start talking, and I realized I hadn't done my sound check. And oftentimes when I do that, it comes out gibberish, which is why I'd have to do a sound check. Those of you that remember way back last year will remember that a couple of my videos actually did come out gibberish because I wasn't trained to do the sound check back early on. And what makes that happen, I have no clue. But I need to do a sound check every day, and here it was 4:44, and I'm clicking on the video to start talking to you. And it ended up having to be a sound check. I had to stop it and listen to see if it was gibberish or actually my voice. So anyway, here I go again on the second take. And I think I still made it in 4:44, although I didn't look closely at the clock when I started again. Oh dear. The title that I've chosen for today, I actually wrote about 20 some minutes ago. My daily video blog. I suppose you're supposed to call that a vlog, V-L-O-G, instead of B-L-O-G, since it's video and not something that I write. In fact, I write very little since I started doing the videos, other than answering emails and stuff like that, of course, and legal papers. Anyway, I'll talk about some of these things that are scattered as I go on, but let me read the blurb. Why that title? I wonder myself. It's because I really do not know what to talk about this morning, as my thoughts and feelings seem scattered without a primary focus, even after meditation and then going through most of my emails. So I will just turn the camera on and go for it. It will be what it will be. As I've sat here pondering after I wrote the title and the blurb, I pulled over my paperwork that I filed yesterday with the court, my latest paperwork, which is a notice of objections and intent to appeal denial of rights to due process of law and an offer for settlement. I'm making an offer to them to settle this case. Before I have no choice but to escalate it, because they have been denying my rights, primarily my right to due process of law, denying my right to depose the people that were involved in making claims against me, and to have them produce the evidence of their claim. Both of those were denied a week ago Friday in my last court appearance. And my next court appearance is this Friday. So I'm just updating you on that, and I plan to go in with a couple of other pieces of paperwork that I have to produce between now and Friday morning when I appear in court again with more ammunition. Let me just say that no law or ordinance or statute can ever take away your rights. Rights are predominant, not only in the United States, but in the world. Human rights are at the top of the list, and all laws to the contrary are in fact null and void, invalid on their face. I don't care what the government thinks it has the power to do, or the bankers, or the lawyers, or the judges, or the politicians. I don't care what they think they have the power to do. Rights are preeminent. And in the energies of 2012, I think we're going to find it more and more difficult for those that want to establish a new world order based on tyranny. They're not going to be able to do it. I believe that. And how it's going to come about, I don't know, because they've pretty much been able to get away with anything that they've wanted in the past. I don't think that will continue much into the future. At least I certainly hope not. So that's where I'm going to start today, because I think many of you might wonder where that process is. So that's where I am this morning and at this point in time in relationship to the charges of driving without a license, and which, by the way, I now do have a license with all of my rights reserved, and the resisting arrest without violence charge, where that was not a lawful arrest. They did not follow procedure. In fact, I uncovered a couple of other things that have to be, that are, a warrant has certain conditions, even within the Florida criminal statutes. It has certain conditions that must be met. I think there are 5 of them, and they failed on 2 of them. So that totally nullifies the fact that there is even a warrant. They don't even have a lawful warrant, period. They don't have it. So they don't have a case. And I have the capability, if I wanted to pursue it, of bringing astronomical charges against them into the probably millions of dollars for what they've put me through, insofar as the false arrest, false imprisonment, assault and battery, and other things. So I lay that out before you this morning. One of the reasons, perhaps, that I'm scattered is within the past 2 weeks, I met a lady that I thought there was mutual attraction. It seemed like it. I've only met this person 1 time, and I've attempted communication 3 times since then. They did befriend me on Facebook, this individual, but there's been no reciprocal communication coming back to me since that happened. And again, this is all within the past couple of weeks, and I'm not going to go to detail it any more than that. But I actually, when I met her, I thought, wow, this is so rare. I mean, I've been attracted to certain ladies, and there doesn't seem to be any reciprocation, any indication that there's an attraction coming back. And I've had ladies attracted to me that, quite frankly, I mean, they may be lovely people, but without attraction, it doesn't mean much. I mean, attraction for me is the first most important thing. It starts there. If there's no attraction, there could be a great friendship, but there certainly is no potential for a relationship. There has to be, for me, there has to be attraction, and that's physical. That's my eyes. That's my sensations in my body, etc. There has to be attraction. And of course, it has to be more than physical, or it won't last. There has to be some common ground, and I look for connection on a spiritual level, on an intellectual level, on an emotional level. I look for the willingness of the other person to be intimate. And I don't mean that in a sexual sense at all. I mean that in an emotional sense. Are they open? Are they willing to be vulnerable? Are they willing to tell the truth about themselves, as I am willing to tell the truth about myself, what my thoughts and feelings are? So anyway, it's a disappointment that there's been no reciprocal communication. So that's been along this time that I've been working on all this legal study and documentation, not only for myself but for one of my friends. I've had this other little drama thing going on in my life of worrying, why isn't she getting back to me? I've got 2 emails and a telephone call message to the place where she works, and there's been no return on any of those 3 attempts. So I'm pretty much ready as of last evening to throw in the towel and say, well, I must have misread the signs. Yes, it looked like she was interested in me, but maybe that was just a game that she plays. And I know people play games. I would like to think that I don't. I don't think I do. I mean, I say it like it is. What you see is what you get. I don't put on airs. I don't pretend. And I make it a point to always tell the truth. But I know that's not the way many people play in this world. So that's another point in my daily videos. Now, let me talk about my daily videos. Today is the completion of 23 months since I bought my camera. I bought my camera and did my first video on the 11th of January 2011. Now, I think in the very beginning, I'd have to go back and look. I didn't think of it at that time that it was going to be a daily video. I don't know the exact point at which I became aware that I was supposed to be doing these every day. But I know I've how many do I have? I'd have to go and look here. Let me see. Let's go to my channel. Where is it? That's not what I want. My channel. Oh, that doesn't give it. I probably had it on the page that I was already on. How many videos I've done? I know it's 700 and something. 730 actually. This will be 731. I never would have expected the kind of response that I've had and the consistency of many people to listen, if not daily, regularly at the very least. People that were with me back in the spring of 2011, many of them are still making comments and still following my videos here all this time later. And for that, I'm extremely grateful. I must be making some kind of a difference, or people simply wouldn't tune in. I know I've watched other people that make videos, and I so appreciate them. Some of the ones that were really good at it did not continue to make the videos, which was a disappointment for me. But some other people that make videos, they are not so attractive. I mean, there's something lacking that does not give them the audience that I've had. And I chalk that up to the fact that I'm doing what I came to do. This is what do you want to say? My destiny to be able to speak from my heart with some level of authenticity and tell it like it is, even on days like today when I don't have a pressing issue to present to you. Yet I'm still able and willing to be vulnerable enough to say, this is where I am. This is where I am. I'm caught up in the legal aspect. I'm caught up a little bit in the drama of disappointment, thinking that Spirit may be providing me a Christmas present of maybe a little bit of TLC with a woman that I'm attracted to who's also attracted to me. Who knows? Who knows how these things are going to pan out? The energies are definitely shifting. Tomorrow is 12/12. Another portal opens. There's all sorts of ceremonies and celebrations and rituals going on around the world, and that's happening all this month as people anticipate the shift in consciousness, the shift in energies, the shift in governments, the shift in what we see as our reality, the paradigm shift that's going on. Many people on all sides are thinking about this. Now, perhaps there are still a lot of people that are oblivious to it, but there's certainly a lot of people that are not oblivious to the 2012 energies. They know something's going on, something's happening. There's a level of anticipation and expectation that is extremely high. Again, on the dark and the light side, but it's not really sided so much. It still appears that way. But there's a unity of awareness that something is going on. Something is changing. And I'm sitting in the stillness this morning in meditation, wondering how those changes are going to manifest. We are next Wednesday, not tomorrow night, excuse me, on the 19th, we are going to have another video of my friends discussing what we think the world's going to look like in 2013. My friend Steve, who will be coming back from visiting his family up in the Midwest, will be here coming. Actually, gets in from about 3 o'clock at the airport, and he will be coming straight to my home with his camera and stuff to videotape this presentation next Wednesday night. And as soon as he has it edited and ready for me, it'll go up online. Maybe it'll go up online on the 21st. We'll see. I can't speak for Steve as far as how quickly he'll be able to process and edit the film. But it'll be about a 1-hour video out of a 2-hour meeting. So when we get together for that meeting, we will, talk a little bit and set the stage before the camera starts rolling. And then when the camera runs out, as the camera starts running out, we will bring that to a close, and then our discussion will continue, just as it did on the 21st of November. But that was requested by several people that we do that again. And perhaps, at least on a monthly basis, we may, in fact, have something like that. As far as the love line that people would like to experience, it would be totally impractical to even attempt to videotape that. That is something that you have to be present for. It could not be captured on video, I do not believe, because it's totally experiential, and experience is something that each individual has for him or herself. And even people in the same room experiencing the same thing do not experience it the same way, and would not express what they're experiencing in the same way. So anyway, I just looked down at the clock here, ticking off 16 minutes, and going into the 17th minute, or actually it's in the 17th minute. It's completed 16. So I guess I'm really at the close of what I'm going to talk about today. But these are some things that I'm sharing with you. As always, I'm appreciative and grateful for those that take time to listen and those that take time to share back. I do want to say one more thing. 90-some% of the emails this morning are somebody commenting on a photo of me where I'm tagged, where there are numerous photos of me that they're not of me. I wish people would stop tagging me on photos or videos of me that are not of me. If you have a video to post or a picture to post it on my wall. Let people comment. Don't tag me, please. I actually blocked notification of all tags, which means even my friends now that have something to tag that is personally relevant to me, I won't see their messages anymore because I've now blocked that, because I'm tired of going through a whole bunch of emails that have nothing whatsoever to do with me. So I didn't know I was going to talk about that, but that was something that concerned me prior to creating and starting this video. So again, thank you for listening. Namaste. 17 over almost 18 minutes with nothing to say, and I've said all that. Bye.